centre of the town. Robert the Bruce became king in the centre of the town.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's a piece, you know, like, I do all the artwork for the website, so I'm always looking for source material.
He'd taken all his shoes off the Dumfries people, you know that, didn't you?
The what?
When he was marching his army down here, he made all the people of Dumfries take their shoes off and give them to the troops. Because all his troops had worn their shoes off.
Gentlemen.
So the Dumfries have got a grudge against him ever since that.
You were saying, you were saying gentlemen, but he literally made them.
Made them, no choice.
He didn't even pay for them.
No, but they did that. The armies would come to cities and make them pay for their lodgings and food and drink and everything. Like, Glasgow got done by the Jacobites. Like. We're just at the top of the high street here, catching the church and some old buildings. Here's some more old buildings. This is a statue to Robert Burns because this is very much his area. In Dumfries, his cottages, visitable. And just up the road. Probably easier to get to if we were drivers. We are not drivers, but here's the man himself anyway. It says, erected by inhabitants of Dumfries with the aid of many friends as a loving tribute to their fellow townsman, the national poet of Scotland, on the 6th of April 1882. Robert Burns, 1759 to 1796. So there you go. And it's got that nice church in the background too. Here's this nice church from the other angle. Nice one that is right opposite the Robert Burns statue. It's a good church. We should see if we can get in. This old building with turrets and things. It's a good building. I would want to go up the stairs in this and get up to the top. Looks like they've got wee thick cannons coming out. I like that. Bet you can get up to the top of that too. I wonder who we need to ask.
Sheriff Court.
Is it Sheriff Court?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Their court's well better than our court. Man. It's better than the Sheriff Court in Glasgow.
Like the rope over the doorway, like the slope.
Yeah, all the effects are good, like these tied knot effects, and round here you've got ropes. Oh, these turrets. Like this detail at the top. Oh, yeah, I would want to get up on that roof, like a lot. So we're going to go across a bridge, and it is not Dervagilla's bridge, it is the main bridge in Dumfries, just down from the high street. It is a good bridge, and we will get sight of the Dervagilla bridge. We'll see the Dervagilla bridge from the other side once we cross this one. We love a good bridge. There's lots of police out today.
Sports on the track.
Maybe. I wonder what this track says over here. I hope this one is duplicate. It doesn't look like a duplicate. Dumfries and Galway Regional Council Buccleuch Street Bridge. They have a Buccleuch Street here, Alex. There's one in Garnet Hill, Glasgow. Parapet and deck renewed and corner widened. 1985. first bridge, built in 1793. What does it say? St. Michael's, Silham, Commune, Bergy de Dumfries. It was widened and improved in 1893 by the gift of Miss McKee, Moat House, Dumfries. This tablet erected by the Town Council of Dumfries. And John Luke Scott, Provost, and John Grierson, Town Clerk. That's nice, that's got a lot of information. And we can see out the other side of this river.
Not as dramatic as the other view.
I wonder if there will be fish. There will probably be fish. There's wee men's out on a boat. It looks like a wee lifeboat, doesn't it? Maybe they're having a wee practice or something. And the Dervagilla Bridge that we will get to see from the other side. I'm liking all these trees. Do we think these are willow trees with the way they're hanging in the water? Maybe. Yeah. It's late today. It was raining earlier. It's still kind of is raining a wee bit. Now you've got another bridge in the distance here. A third bridge. I think there's like 4 bridges that cross the river. And there's another one in the distance. But I like the Dervagilla Bridge because Lady Dervagilla was the woman who patronised and had the Sweetheart Abbey built. And I think she seems to provision quite a lot of the Dumfries architecture of old. 1888 building that is now for electrical goods by the looks of it. Finesse. Rebuilt by Nistell District Council to commemorate the founding of the Royal Borough of Dumfries in 1186. It was a 12th century town. It's very early. Oh, look at this, this is all really nice. There's the Dervagilla Lounge Bar. There's your name. Yeah. But we are going to go down and see her bridge. It's starting to rain a lot again. We were told earlier that it might stop raining and actually turn out to be quite a nice day, but we will see. So we've got a couple of signs here talking about the historic market square, which is where we are just now, I guess. By 1810, the huddle of thatched cottages known as Brig End had grown into the borough of Maxwelltown. Brig End had a reputation of being lawless. As Maxwelltown had its own town council, provost, police force and courthouse, things began to improve. By 1900 it had become a prosperous borough with foundries, sawmills, woolen mills, tanneries, a glove factory, a brick and tiles works, a brewery and a plethora of shops. The new bridge, or Buccleuch Street Bridge, which is the bridge that we walked over to get here, built in 1794, was designed by Thomas Boyd. In 1893 it was widened to cope with increasing traffic. The old bridge, or Dervagilla Bridge, which we saw from the Buccleuch Street Bridge, and we'll see closer up just in a wee second, was built in 1431, replacing a wooden structure which was built around 1262. It was named after Lady Dervagilla, so 13th century is right for her. I thought it was a little later, 14th at least, but there we go. It was named after Lady Dervagilla, mother of John Balliol, sometime King of Scotland. The bridge was damaged by floods in 1621, and in the early 1800s the eastern 3 arches were removed and access was then from 12 steps. Apart from a tarred road and more traffic, Galloway Street has not changed much since the 19th century. The White Building was Haddo's Inn in 1911, and next door at 6 Market Square was Fred Duckett, a purveyor of fishing ships. Haddo's Inn was demolished in the 1960s. Most of the buildings on the riverside of Maxwelltown have disappeared and been replaced by a car park and an avenue of willow trees. Oh, so it was willow trees, okay. The Brig End Theatre, built in 1891, started life as St Ninian's Episcopal Church. It was also a joiner's workshop. Then it was purchased in 1971 by Dumfries Music and Operatic Society. T. Mulhern and Son Grocers and Confectioners was on the corner of Old Bridge Street and Market Square around 1930. The milk cart in Maxwell Street in 1900 would also have sold jugs of milk to people in Market Square. Robert Coupland with his coal cart in Glasgow Street around 1920. The two cooperative stores, one in Market Square, Metric Office, and one in Glasgow Street. The Family History Society delivered foodstuff and coal, ensuring the coal was safely put into individual bunkers. Maxwell Town had such a plethora of shops, there was no need to go to Dumfries. And in 1929, Maxwell Town strongly rejected uniting with Dumfries in a referendum, as the Local Government Act of 1929 gave more powers to boroughs with populations of over 20,000. Maxwell Town decided to amalgamate with Dumfries. On the 3rd of October 1929, Provost Brodie of Maxwell Town met Provost O'Brien of Dumfries on St Michael's Bridge. Despite the union, the Maxwell Town Borough Council showed their displeasure by burning many of their records. Jeez, okay. And this was all sponsored by the People's Project, photographs courtesy of Dumfries Museum and the York Library. Grateful thanks to the people of Market Square for sharing their memories. And we'll be going to the Dumfries Museum, which is apparently in an old windmill, which we will see just in a wee bit. Here we've got, after World War II, there was a huge programme of house building in Scotland, some through necessity and others to improve the living standards of many people. Many buildings in Maxwell Town were demolished in the 1960s, including Market Square and neighbouring streets. The old Bridge House was built in 1660 for a cooper or barrel maker as his home and workshop. It survived demolition in 1962 simply because it is the oldest domestic building in Dumfries. The home of Mrs. Black until 1957, it is now a museum. On the left is the McFarlane Memorial Hall, built as the Trocheer Church Hall in 1876 and demolished in 1962. It is interesting to see the old Bridge House as it is today. Church Street in 1910, it was historically the centre of Brigend Village. Ahead, Church Street rises to Corbally Hill. To the left is Old Bridge Street, and Maxwell Street is on the right. Various Sweetie wives sold confectionery from the shop on the right, including Elizabeth Charlesworth, Mrs. Rankin, Mrs. Bryden and Miss Mitchell. After the war it became Jackson's Bakery, and in the 1950s and 1960s it was Mr. Carnican's, the butcher's shop. The building survived until 1988. To the right of the confectioner stood the Banana Glide, a plank on metal poles which moved like a swing, much loved by local youngsters. Banana Glide? I would have a go on that. As so many houses were demolished on the Maxwell Town side of the River Nith, significant repairs had to be done to the Dervagilla Bridge. The King's Arms, situated on the corner of Glasgow Street immediately opposite the Spread Eagle in 1966, it was also demolished. The houses and tenements along the riverside were replaced by the new flats in Church Street. Buildings in Market Square were demolished to make way for the car park and the avenue of willow trees. The flats were constructed in 1965. Mill Road was the main road to the town mills. Trocheer Mills built in 1866 and Rosefield Mills completed in 1889. The suspension bridge was built in 1875 primarily for the Dumfries mill workers getting to their place of work. Locally it is known as the Shugley Bridge because it shook so much when they were crossing. Then it asks, do you remember Bob Watson's ice cream shop, the Banana Glide on the wee High Street, Joe McConville's paper shop, Myrtle's fish and chip shop, Ernie Robertson's grocer shop, the glove factory in Maxwell Street, or the Tartan Row in Hill Street? And any folks for Dumfries can tell us if they remember these places in the comments. Market Square, named after the small weekly market held there, sold mainly vegetables and poultry. 3 historic buildings worth mentioning are the Salutation Inn, the Globe Inn and the Spread Eagle Public House. The Salutation Inn was a substantial building with 14 bedrooms, stabling underneath and a staff of 27 to look after guests. Many of them were management or visitors to the Rosefield and Trocheer Mills. Maggie Broach as well was behind the Salutation, where she sold buckets of water for a farthing or a halfpenny. The Globe Inn, originally the townhouse of Colonel Weems of Kirkcudbright, the Cuckoobury, was a courthouse before becoming an inn. The Spread Eagle was originally the big house of the Cherry Tree House estate. So there we go. We're going to go and have a wee look at Dervagiller's Bridge now. We can see all of the willow trees here lining the river. And we know that there are buildings now demolished to put these trees here. I mean, it was a good call. It looks pretty good. Let's have a wee look from across the road. There seems to be construction. The rain doesn't help. But we'll go down to the bridge here. Cross grass, will we? Yeah, we will cross the grass. Oh, big mushrooms. Big mushrooms. Whether they are edible or not, I have no idea. So here we have the Blue Street bridge here that we crossed to get here. And here's a wee look of it through the willow trees. And here we have Dervagillis Bridge. Also through the willow trees. Very scenic. We've got the old bridge house here, which is open. What's all downhill? Alright. We will have a wee look in the old bridge house in a wee minute. So this is Dervagillis Bridge. And before I show you the really lovely other side with the island and the river, this is here's a wee man out the boats. I think they're enacting re-repairs to this bridge. That's the Buccleuch Bridge. This is the Dervagillis Bridge. And look at this. How nice is that? It's like a wee weir or something causing a wee waterfall over there. A wee island in the middle. That's just all very nice, isn't it? Considering it's such a grey reef day. There's wee looking points on the bridge itself. Look at these buildings in the distance. Yeah, such a good building. That's maybe the courthouse building that we saw from the other side. It's quite extensive, but how much it comes back from the road. I like bridges with the good points. Plagued with Elfie here.
Like us.
That is alright, I will just blame an Elfie boy. It's really nice. If it wasn't so wet and blustery, we'll stand here for a while, but we're going to keep walking because it's not warm. So we're going to go back and we're going to have a wee look in the old bridge house itself. It seems to be open, and this lady here seems to work there because she did give us a wee hello as we passed. So let's go and have a wee look inside. I don't want to just go in. I know. Can we go in? Thank you.
Definitely drier.
Yeah, it is a wee bit. Look at this.
Have you been to Dumfries before?
No. Flying visits down to Carlaverick.
Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
You're currently not in Dumfries. The river's a dividing line between the Royal Borough and Galloway, and at the time the house was built, it was the only bridge, and that's medieval, 1430.
Yeah.
And this was where a guy called James Birkmeyer, a barrel maker, chose to build his family home and his business premises. So originally we had 3 floors. This one, the one below, and one below that. Nice. And the one below that was the cooperage itself, where the barrels were made.
Yeah.
We've lost that floor entirely.
Is it flooding?
Have you seen the huge weir across the river?
Yeah, we saw that.
That was built after the house, and it brings the river level up this side by about 6 feet.
Oh,
so although it was embanked for a long time, and it became a cellar, eventually it got filled in. So the 2 floors remain. They stay a domestic house until about 1750. Then it becomes a pub. and the drinking bit was
Can never have too many pubs.
there was a lot in Dumfries.
What else would it be?
The drinking bit was downstairs, and this upstairs bit was where the landlord lived. And then in 1850 it changes again and it becomes 2 flats, an upstairs flat and a downstairs flat, which is why we've got 2 kitchens. So the upstairs kitchen from 1850, but from 1900 to 1955, one family, the Blacks, 6
Can you imagine
children.
living here?
6 children in these 3 rooms, so 8 of them all together.
Okay, not so great.
And Mrs. Black obviously became Granny Black as time passed, and she's the photo of the fireplace in there. And she was here till 1955 when she died at the age of 85. At no point did the house ever have running water or electricity.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So kitchen, parlour, living room there. These 2 rooms are bedrooms.
Did the family bequeath the place as a museum, or
They
was
were
it left to
rented.
ruin? Or?
No, they were rented. They
Okay.
were, the council already owned them. They were not fit for human habitation, and the council rented them.
That's fair enough.
That's a challenge.
So did the council just take it back and go, we're going to just...
There was a huge demolition. Obviously, there used to be houses all around us and houses
Yeah.
dead opposite.
As they were saying, the willow trees replaced a lot of those willow
replaced. There
trees.
was a big pub there, Salutation.
Of course.
So all demolished. They couldn't take this one because when Mr. Birkmeyer built it, he built it into the fabric of the medieval bridge. So now the house and the bridge are both listed.
Okay, so you can't do anything with it.
Couldn't do anything with it. The council would not spend the money to bring it up to be fit for human habitation.
Okay.
So they did the obvious thing, which was turn it into a museum.
Yeah, of course.
Which is fair enough.
So that's what we've got. The
Less
dentist-
regulations if it's a
Yeah.
museum.
The dentist is the anomaly. This was a bedroom. We display in it the Dykes surgery. No connection to the house, but the Dykes family were in practice in Dumfries for 3 generations. So this is the surgery of Herbert's father, Thomas
So
Dykes.
it was never
No
used
relation.
as a...
It was,
okay.
it was over in Dumfries itself.
Right, okay.
So I don't know. Have you seen the kilt shop yet?
No.
There's a kilt shop up there. It was 3 or 4 doors past the kilt shop.
Okay.
So it's the surgery of Thomas Dykes, 1870. Really early example of the dentist chair. Obviously the 3 treadle
Very
drills.
early example.
His cabinet, his desk. And obviously the hideous instrumentation.
Yeah, one thing I don't remember.
There is a full set of raised forceps, which not many places have got, which is every single extraction tool for every tooth of your mouth.
Pain that these will be responsible for.
False teeth were literally just teeth from dead people.
They were known as Waterloo teeth.
Yeah, because they would raid the battlefields.
The battlefields, yeah.
That's right.
So yes, false teeth. Porcelain obviously came into being, and also carved ivory and walrus ivory as well.
Yeah. Prefer ivory over some other guy's teeth in my go.
I'd personally go for the porcelain.
Well,
But the dentists had to be their own metallurgists as well because there was no dental technicians. So when
did they have to make up their own amalgams?
yeah, make their own amalgams. So all the
Tiny wee bit of tin foil on like a pillow, you know. It's like the most important tin foil I ever saw.
it's a surgical grade.
Surgical, well, it does say that.
Oh my goodness.
Surgical grade.
Chemically pure.
It wasn't so easy to get in those days, but they also made their own dental plates. So that wheel drove a belt that went through a table and then powered those 2 polishers up there.
Right,
So
okay.
they spin their own
Oh.
thread. Yeah.
Imagine that being in your go.
Why don't you polish the plate outside?
Like, open the wine. God, that would put you off, wouldn't it?
But the spittoon's exactly the same, and this is one of my favourites. Excuse me a sec. Obviously, there used to be a gas light there.
Yeah.
But this is for the dentist to rest his forearm on, so he gets sufficient leverage for
Extractions.
Just terrifying. But dentists, they were surgeons as well to
Yeah,
begin with, weren't they?
Oh,
Chirurgeons.
So it's I mean, it's a brilliant history in that dentists were practicing before it became a profession.
Yeah.
In the 18th,
And because they were already teeth, they're like, oh, well, you can take out
Yeah.
a spleen.
in the 1880s, the first degrees were awarded, and they were awarded in Scotland before anywhere else.
Yeah.
And University of Glasgow awarded the first degrees. Thomas Dykes, so Herbert's father, was already in practice as a dentist, but he did go up and obtain his degree by taking like a shortened version of exams. So Thomas Dykes was actually the first professional.
Did they start off as
dentist.
barbers, then also become dentists?
That's
and
a
then
really
get into
interesting
surgery,
thing,
or?
because Thomas Dykes' father was a hairdresser and master perfumier in the street dead opposite the other side of the river in France.
So he might have done the odd dental
well,
job,
two of his
right?
sons became dentists, and I wonder, because we wonder whether that's the connection.
Yeah.
As to why they both went into dentistry
The
very,
barber
very early.
surgeons.
Yeah, very, very early.
Wow.
And then tragically, Thomas had a zillion sons and a daughter, so all of whom became doctors and dentists. But the son was meant to take over, James Johnston. You can just see JJD on that box file. That's obviously the son that went into practice with him just before the start of the First World War. All the boys signed up.
His wood looks like Mauchlinware wood.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I think it is boxwood, and that's the reason why it's called boxwood.
Yeah.
He was killed at Gallipoli, and so it was the fifth son, Herbert, that went into practice with him.
Oh my goodness. I like how everything's
like
laid
white
out.
fillings, you know. It's nice to see that. It's like this, modern looking.
Lego dentist for scale.
Well, if you find five, look here.
Oh, okay.
If you find five, you get more. Anyway, sorry, so difficult. When you go downstairs, the downstairs kitchen is the original 1660 kitchen.
Okay.
It's the most original room in the house as to how it was, and the only change in that room has been that the fireplace has been halved in size and an additional window let in.
Okay.
But that was still being cooked in until 1935. It's a lot more primitive than up here. There is a posh Victorian bedroom underneath that room, and then the room at the side is children's items from the Victorian era onwards. Any questions, just ask, and if you find all five, you do get a sticker.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you, love.
Cheers.
So we do have our first Lego man, which is a dentist. So we can count that off. Look at these things. Yeah, but screw having any of these in your mouth. That looks horrible. Sample box of teeth. Going door to door asking people if they need new teeth. What is there?
See how the drill works as well.
Hmm?
The foot pedal to turn the spinner wheel, so it rotates the
Oh, for the drill?
the axle at the top, and then that'll lead right down through it. I don't know what that means behind it. I'm curious. That's like,
A brazier?
Like, I don't know, 3-bar fire. Or
Yeah, it is. It's a wee brazier.
The electric.
I don't know, maybe.
There's coils all wound around, so maybe it is.
Yeah, it could be a wee electric brazier. I mean, if they were all doctors and dentists, then they probably made enough money to be right in there with everything electrical as it came out.
Just wondering if just extractions or whatnot, you know.
Keep seeing this for sale in McTears, these similar tea sets.
Alright.
This is good. It's like wee bits of mother of pearl that are sewn in to create the pattern. It's gorgeous. It'll be like a wee fire screen, I think. And we have our second Lego lady. Which Lego lady is this one then? It's not Dervagilla.
It's Granny Black.
Granny Black we have. Okay. And some silverware.
One with the 6 kids.
Beautiful pottery.
That's a wee monkey in a cage. See ya.
Oh, I don't want to stand on anything. Photographs of Annie, Granny Black and her son John. So that's Granny Black, her wee Lego figurine. And her son John. Annie, known as Granny Black, lived in this building for over 40 years and was the last person to live here before it became a museum. the old Bridge House, is not greatly changed inside to what it was like during my grandmother's time, but there's no way to evoke the warmth of her presence. And that's an excerpt for My Gift of Polio, oh my word, a memoir of Granny Black's grandson, James D. Murray. During World War I, Granny Black's son, John Black, served in the Royal Scots Fusiliers. He was wounded in action and died of his wounds at the 37th Field Ambulance, France, April 9, 1917. John left behind him a widow and 3 children, and the photograph on the wall has been in the family for many years and was donated to the museum in 2022. And we are pleased to be able to display it in his family home. It's all pretty good. But when stuff is retained exactly how it was, it's a bit like the tenement house in Glasgow. And here we have a wee caged monkey. I would hope that there wasn't actually a monkey kept in this cage because it would be very, very small. We have a crib, a rocking
Doubles as a canoe and a coffin.
Please do not touch, we will not touch. Old Singer sewing machine. Oh, with mother of pearl.
So a whole lot there, but
love this mother of pearl inlay. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it doesn't say Singer on it, but it's very Singer-esque with the decals that are on it.
It says the something North, is it? North British Machine Company.
Oh, so not Singer.
Glasgow. And it's got
Does it work with the
crest on
treadle in the table? Yeah, it does. There's a treadle round
It's all
in there.
fitted.
Oh my goodness.
Upstairs we've got Mrs. Black.
This lacquered pipe holder, perhaps? A good stick. Oh, this carpet roller.
Yeah, it's got
It's like a wee old hoover.
but there's also another old hoover there.
Well, that's more kind of 1940s, isn't
Hoover
it?
brand. It's the Hoover Junior.
Look at this beautiful purple blue. Oh, those are gorgeous. What looks like a kind of Fabergé-esque egg in here that's open in 2 halves. So I wonder what that has. Lots of mother of pearl. There's mother of pearl shell in there too. Loving all the mother of pearl. It's all very nice. We will go down the stairs and we'll have a wee look down the stairs. The oldest home in Dumfries. Oh, look at all these sticks. I love a good stick. Do not touch me, I'm old and fragile. Aki's
Stickers for certain folk.
Aki's is old and frail. Those sticks are brilliant though. Good old broom. I guess that would be like a kind of washing machine. You stick all the suds and washing in here and squish it.
A pop noise and something bounced off the pan.
So we found in the
It's
chimney?
blocked off, that's the thing.
Oh, okay. These irons and a mangle. Big old mangle. That would have taken a bit of heft to use. Oh, to cook chickens, to braise chickens. Roasting jack. This was placed in front of a fire and a joint of meat was suspended inside. As the joint rotated, it slowly cooked.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Better tech than we have now.
Yeah, that was pretty good. What's this? G. Ray and Son, manufacturers, 85 George Street, Edinburgh. So it's Scottish made. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. Keg down there for your beverage of choice, your liquor or your beer. Copper pots. Fireplace. Love a wee fireplace like that. I'd love just a fireplace, full stop.
National dried milk.
Modified dried full cream milk. This tin contains the equivalent of 7 pints of milk with vitamin D added.
Oh, well, it's maybe
Ask
Scotland, that's fine.
Ask at the Infant Welfare Centre for cod liver oil compound and concentrated orange juice. Well, it seems to be all, it doesn't seem to be solid glass. The dried milk from the Welfare Food Service, Birmingham scales. Yeah, this looks like it's all enamelled. Lipscomb and Co. Patentees, 44 Queen Victoria Street, Mansion House, London, removed from Temple Bar. So do we think that was stolen or... I don't know. And this will be for a mortar and pestle.
That's hardcore one. This game could write it there and smash it up real good.
Yeah, the pestle's not here. I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
So smart.
They are small. It's really beautifully decorated. Like, oh yeah, it's for your liquors. We have another Lego man with his barrels. So this is our third Lego man with the barrels. He is a cooper because he's making the barrels. And we were told that this floor was where the cooper, or was it the floor below? It was the floor below that was ended up flooded after the weir was created in the River Nith. And yeah, so the cooper's area was kind of made redundant. The world's trouser presser and stretcher, baggy knee annihilator. Again, I love that.
Okay.
That's great.
Needlessly aggressive.
A ewer and bowl.
Oh, you just go on.
I did just get one of those. Very popular right up until the early 20th century really, for people to wake up in the morning and wash their faces and things to wake up. Oh, it's so creaky with people walking about. These old night clothes. A wee nightcap, a wee baby's cap bonnet. Bed pan, it's a warming pan, so you stick coals in that, and that would act like a hot water bottle. I believe these were also hot water bottles. This,
the ideal bed and douche slipper.
yeah. So this is a bedpan where you would pee in it instead of having to get up and get cold to get to the loo, because we were told that there was no running water here, so they were pretty old school even when it was taken over. Look at this old baby's crib. Isn't that gorgeous? And a bath, you always have a bath by the fireplace to keep it warm, so again you wouldn't freeze. And it would just be filled with water off a hob, off your aga. There's another chamber pot in there. And barrows. Do not sit on the chairs. We will not sit on the chairs. As with the Hill House, it's likely going to be filled with horsehair, and well, you can't sit on horsehair, I'm thinking. Push, push, push. Make it go in. Are there any Lego people in here?
I actually have.
This looks like a horsehair chest. Like horse skin. It could be cow skin, but it kind of looks like horse skin, to be honest. Are we finding any Lego people in here? I'm not really seeing one. This would have been a heater, like for the room, like a gas lamp heater. Oh, we can't miss out on our sticker by not finding it. So we've got the Cooper, Granny Black, the dentist. I've got two more to find. Hey? So we have found the Cooper and the dentist and Granny Black. So it's a Covenanter and Lady Dervigiller we're trying to find now. I'm surprised that there is not one in here, because I feel like there should be one in here. But then the Covenanter wouldn't fit in there. Neither would Lady Dervigiller. I bet she's in here. Ah, this is a singer. There you go. And again, it's on a treadle table with a way to manually work the thing. It's a nice singer. Behind chair for a whale. These are kids' toys. It's a hell of a kid's toy. Big warship. The water pouring off the roof. I found another. We found our Covenanter. There's a wee cradle in here, maybe for a doll. A present from the Isle of Man. It's a bottle. These are nice plates, kind of gilded plates. Is this maybe to hold water? I feel like this is to hold water. Nice basket. Oh my goodness, there's lots of really nice things in here, eh? Abacus. I wonder if that would have been a kid's pushchair that would have been used. I guess so. Could also be used for an invalid. Very small childlike invalid for its size. Oh, nice. You got an old accordion. That's a really old accordion. Oh my goodness. That's great.
Really, really small sort of shit. Tiny little cooker.
That could be.
You can actually see something if you look through it. It's hard to tell what it is.
Huh.
This is an example of something going at a slideshow or something.
Oh. So this is what you see when you look through. So there must be a way of putting pictures in this bit maybe to see them. I don't know, that's really strange, isn't it? And maybe these are the kind of things that you would put in to be able to see. Yeah. A little tiny wee brazier. Oh my goodness, with completely a wee pan. I want to play with these things so much. No baby doll, that is not at all freaky. Not at all freaky, minus the eyes. An old doll's house. Bits and pieces, what have we got? Far from it, will success attend my efforts? This first card. Then the next card is difficulties will surround you. Shall I travel in foreign parts? There is assurance. Shall I have a long courtship? Most certainly yes. Shall I soon be married? So you've got the questions at the bottom of the cards with the answers at the top. So maybe it was kind of like tarot cards where you would shuffle them, you would have a question and have it answered. Like this, maybe.
Of course, you've got your cigarettes and your ashtray for your dolls.
Of course.
And cat as well.
Yeah, because
really nice, like copper stuff.
Absolutely beautiful. It's so shiny. A lot of shadows coming in. All of this dollhouse furniture is really well crafted. Someone has spent time and probably quite a lot of money on them. Tiny wee clothespins too. You could run a whole house in your doll's house. You'd have everything for it. These balls are good. I don't know what they were for. Maybe marbles. Gypsy Revelations. So that's the cards that I was reading before. So, shall I ever make a false step? Success will attend you. I can't read the cards under it, unfortunately. Practice your Victorian style handwriting. Oh, I think I won't. And oh, look at the books. Look at the books. Burns's poetical works. I had a couple of copies of The Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan. I gave at least one of them to my old friend Harry Hamilton, who's a professor. He loved The Pilgrim's Progress. I didn't actually get round to reading it yet, but I still have a copy. Chatterbox. A Difficult Daughter. Arabian Nights. I have a copy of Arabian Nights, a 3-volume set of Arabian Nights translated. I think it was the first English translation. And it contains Aladdin, but it's very much Arabic, so it's like Aludain or something it's written as. I did that in a wee show and tell actually. More Burns' poetical works, can't really get enough Burns. Bible, obviously, and Grimm's Fairy Tales, which would have been really new when this book came out by the look of it. Oh my goodness, these freaky wee dolls and babies here. Wee bunnets. Tiny wee clothes for the Shetland Shepherd's Crook.
Shepherd's Crook still in package.
Yeah. Look at these dolls. They must have been played with because they're kind of dirty. Look at this face on that. Oh my goodness. That is so creepy. Oh my goodness. I don't get weirded out by dolls, but these are freaky wee dolls. And we have our 5th Lady Dervagilla Lego piece. So we have earned our sticker. Oh, look at these dolls. Oh, that is really strange. Drawn on face and fabric. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's probably the freakiest wee kids room I've ever seen. We've got more inlaid mother of pearl. There is a lot of that going on, which is great. Someone obviously appreciated its look. So I think we get to go upstairs and claim our sticker now. This is quite the wee place.
Really short walking sticks.
Maybe they're just used to batter people that get in your way.
Cudgels.
Like the wee skull knocker. I like this one with the snakes, as if it's a doctor's staff. It's got 2 snakes winding its way up. That's brilliant. I love all of this. This is brilliant. Okay, well, let's go up and claim more stickers.
What did you do, guys?
We did find all of your Lego pieces.
It's a tricky that one where we put 2 in one room.
Yeah,
That catches out a lot of people.
I spent quite a while in the other room going, I'm sure there must be one here. Like,
no. In that case, congratulations. Welcome with pride. So if you put your head down and stick your nose in between the 2 lenses, you should see in 3D.
Oh, it does look like 3D. You won't be able to see it through the camera.
One down there as well. I had a review thing. It was next to the miniature sewing machine and between the accordion and
it's a magic lantern.
Right.
So you light paraffin inside it,
the backlights and image.
and then you can put slides in the front, and it will project onto a wall or a screen.
Oh, it's a projector.
It's a projector.
Right. Okay.
And that one downstairs has also got the capacity to take film. So you can put actual reels in, and you could actually show a film as well.
That's pretty cool. I was trying to work out why I had a chimney in it. You know?
Yeah, well, that was because everything in the Victorian age was designed to burn your house down.
Oh yeah. We were messing about. You know, sorry,
or kill you with poison.
Well, because you see the great big green ceramic heater in the bedroom downstairs, because they were deadly. Because they were just
the green was arsenic.
Yeah,
in itself.
But also you lit paraffin, and then you left it burning in the room all like that.
Carving meats and
it was cold.
Jeez.
That's excellent.
That's so freaky.
Do you have a free bookmark while you're here? Look, see the lovely ones of Rosefield Mills. These are utterly free.
Oh, okay.
It's a lovely ruined
Thank you
building,
so much.
sadly, further on down the river. It was a big wool mill, but it's the last one standing.
Oh, we've been to New Lanark.
Unless it gets rescued, it's not going to be standing for too much longer.
Thank you so much. No.
It's a brilliant museum, it really is. Yeah, that was made by children at Dumfries Academy, which is a secondary school, in the 1950s.
They did a hell of a job.
It's obviously art plus
You've even included the weir.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, it's really impressive, but we're still to this day, because every day I look at it and go, why did they make the river so brown?
Maybe realistic.
But the river can be brown at times, but when you're making a model, and I thought, has the blue paint they used somehow changed more over the decades?
Maybe health and safety meant it was a little more polluted.
The blue they've painted the sky is fabulous. And I thought, why did they do the river that
It's maybe the paint is oxidised with whatever
I
varnish.
wonder whether something's happened to it. Whatever they've mixed the blue paint into to give the texture on the river.
What's that muddy brown colour? It could be metallic based pigment, you know.
Maybe.
That always intrigues me. I think, but it's meant to be Robert Burns on the bridge. So it's Robert Burns looking over in the blue coat. That's meant to be.
Well, he did like his whiskey. Maybe that's his perception.
At the time, this was a pub. This was during its pub period.
Yeah,
So
sure.
you might have popped in.
Nice.
Oh my word.
That's
absolutely brilliant.
Very nice, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very
Museum,
much.
it's genuinely fabulous.
Looking forward to it.
And there's 12 Lego figures.
12.
That's a real challenge.
It's a lot harder up there.
I like the enthusiasm for Lego.
If you manage to find Robert Burns himself without any help, I'll be very impressed.
Okay, challenge accepted.
Because he's really,
We may be back to tell you.
I'll know if you've really done it.
Cheers, love. Well, we appreciate your time. That was cracking. That was really good. So this is the wee house that we were just in, and it's the oldest barrack house in Dumfries. Obviously scaffolding, everywhere has scaffolding. These days health and safety dictates the thing. And here we've got Dervergilla's bridge from down bottom. We'll come down here a wee bit and see it better. Well, the water is quite red. Look how red it's making the stones. The water is quite red. It's making the stones in it. Yeah.
You see them against that white stone.
Yeah. So maybe the children
It was an accurate.
were right making it. But you can see all the fishes. Oh, and I was wondering about fishes. That's really good. But here we're at the other side of the bridge. Here's Dervergilla's bridge. We love a good bridge. And through one of the arches you can see the bridge, the Buccleuch bridge that we walked over to get over to this side. You can see the Sheriff Court in the distance up here. So we're going to go and find a windmill now, which is our next stop. It's the Dumfries Museum. Oh, I like this place. I'm glad we came into town today, even if it was raining. All these reeds. Expect to see nesting birds down there. Through that fence. It's a river life, so we're talking about the animals. Right here, the River Nith in Dumfries supports a wealth of wildlife. If you look closely, you may see some of these plants and animals. All I'm really seeing is seagulls. But there was wee fishes, so maybe it will tell us about the wee fishes. So you've got a kingfisher. The electric blue of the kingfisher can be surprisingly difficult to spot as this bird hurtles over the water surface at high speed. The marsh marigold, which I guess is these yellow flowers. Bright golden flowers of marsh marigolds, and also known as kingcups, are some of the first to show each spring. We've got the sand martin, often one of our first migrant birds to return in spring. Several sand martins nest in sandy riverbanks within Dumfries' town boundaries. The heron, usually seen standing silently at the water's edge. The grey heron is a patient hunter. I don't know if we're seeing any herons. There's a bird standing over there that could be a heron. It's over by the weir there.
Heron?
Yeah.
I
Is that a heron? Yeah?
by the way it's standing, so there's
I think it is. Can we zoom in?
standing upright like that.
Yeah. So behind the seagulls, I believe that's a heron there. Then we've got the grey wagtail. A long and constantly wagging tail identifies this striking bird as it searches rivers for insect fruit. Insect fruit would be a word. The comfrey, a typical plant of waterside comfrey, is a medicinal plant used to heal skin disorders, and that's going to be your purple plants over here as well. And with your marsh marigolds. And we've got the goosander. Goosanders are fish-eating ducks, often seen diving through the white water below the col. Yeah, we saw the fishes. Eels. Freshwater eels migrate to sea to spawn, but sometimes fall victim to herons and other birds fishing around the col. And the lampreys. Lampreys are strange but endangered fish. They attach themselves to other fish with their special sucker-like mouths and feed on them using rasping teeth. But they're not mentioning the actual wee fishes that we saw, because I'm pretty sure there were fishes rather than eels or anything. I guess these are goosanders. Like, there you go. So those will be the goosanders there. So it's pretty good, and I guess this island here is going to support quite a lot of the wildlife that they're talking about, ground nesting birds and things. So it's pretty good.